Everyone, it's Ragebit, and we're back playing Your Mum's Basement, Eco Live Gameplay, Series 2, Episode 5. Today we're just checking in, making sure that everything's going alright on our server, but I've just loaded in and it's giving me this character development, which tells me that they've probably reset the server after about 11 days of playing. And I was hoping to check back in and see what was going on, so they might have had some issues and things like that. So if they have reset the server, I think that's going to be it for the season. I'll probably call it. It looks like they've got a nice new spot here, which is good. A new map. And there aren't too many people on here today. Just the fact that they reset the server so quickly, something might have went wrong. Maybe it was laggy or buggy. Maybe just players stopped playing and they decided to start again. It's not really ideal for me. I would have rather played on a server for a little bit longer, and I am thinking about starting a new series on dad speed instead. I've been really interested in exploring dad speed. It's just one of those servers that seems amazing. There are some people that already stream on it that are just absolutely brilliant, like OF. He's just like my ultimate hero. So I'm not really too sure if I'm going to stick at this one here. If I did, this would probably be the spot. You know, it's near rainforest, it's got some rock, it's near here, so I can take some of those other activities and go from there. If I look at my world layers, there's probably some districts and roads floating around. The main highway, they're planning to whack it straight through there, so that's pretty good if I set up here. And the government, no build zones. Okay, so don't build there, allegedly. Yes, I'm not really too sure what's going on here. So I might set up a little spot because we might come back to this. We might start in episode 6. So I'll tell you what, we'll come down here. We'll set up a little spot just in case. And then we'll think about whether we come back to this server or not. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Would you like me to stay and try some new skills? We're not going to do pottery. We're not going to do glass making this time. If I set up here, I think I'd do stonemason, maybe smelting. I think they're the main ones that I would do in this little area here. Last time I was playing, they did have districts, so they had a tax-free area, but they don't seem to have that yet. So I think this is going to be the go. I'm going to come down here and have a bit of a look. Just read the rules real quick. Right, so it says that it took him a while to fix the server, so please be patient. We'll fill this area in tomorrow. Right, so we're just showing up at the moment. There's a few rules that obviously they're going to put in place. We must be really fresh, really new. So that's not actually a bad thing. We might stick around on this server, hey? We'll see how we go. Check out this thing just hanging out here. It's definitely alive. Keeps looking at me. One of those glitchy things. Alright, so we've got this multi-level building here, which is going to sell me roads. How brilliant. But if I set up here, where I was planning to, the road's got to keep going, which is going to be the issue. I'm sure we can fix that at some stage. I guess particularly if the road comes through here, which was our plan. This spot here is pretty much the money pit, because it's right on the jungle. So if I wanted to take pottery, I could. It's right close to people. It's also close to stone here for my stonemasonry stuff. So I am going to set up right here. More leaning towards the desert kind of part though. That's my plan here. Yep, so we're sticking with this server today. And I'm going to do the dad speed one when I have a little bit more time to really commit to it and give it a bit more time. The time that it probably deserves. Just trying to figure out exactly where I want to set up. Obviously we're going to need some trees and things like that. I'll put this here and I'll see if it crosses over. I can't claim it because that's where the road's going to be, by the sounds of it. Let's just check that we're not on the main highway. Oh, we are right beside it. Perfect. Which is exactly where we want to go. Exactly where we want to be. See our property? Main highway. Brilliant. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to expand out from there just a little bit. So this seems really new. There must be some kind of update that rolled through, or some kind of cool mod that's given us this texture pack that we see here. Definitely looking a bit different to what I am used to, but that's okay. You can order a tool bench from here too, and a workbench. Sweet. So we open up our skill menu, which is normally down the bottom left. Once I take the tutorial off, it will be. So I'll cancel the tutorial. We'll skip it all and we'll have our little skill point down here. Right, so if I look at the skill points, I think the best one for us at the start, at the moment, 2 people going mining. I might go masonry. If I'd go into smelting, which is just up here somewhere. Yeah, then I'm gonna have to get some iron ore from somewhere, which mining is beneficial for, because you have to crush it down to smelt it. So they definitely link together. Stonemason's a good one to have early on, if you like building things. I think and you can get, you can sell level 1 upgrades. So I think I'm going to go with the stonemason option. That's my plan at the moment. So we're going to claim out a bit more of this land. And being that there's a heap of limestone over here too, that also means that I'm going to be able to build some of those limestone, bisons and things like that. Some of those big limestone things. So this is my little claim for now. If I build a little house in here, I can actually stand on top of it and make the most of that bit there too. Alright, so we'll see. We've got to get some wood first, the stock standard kind of stuff. So we'll put our tools in where we need them or where we like them. Creature of habit. Sweet. Righto. And we'll get straight into it. So first job, chopping down some trees, making a lovely home. And then we'll probably double back around and try to find the scroll store or some food or something like that. Just having a look at what my carry stack is. It looks like times 50 at the moment. You'll notice that it seems like a lot cleaner version. I haven't used this before, so either Eco's done an update which I wasn't aware of, or the more likely thing is that we're probably playing some kind of modded version at the moment. So what was the go then? I'm too hungry to work. Okay. So we're gonna have to eat something, because we're also gonna need some stone to get our fire pit up, to get the cooking going. We'll eat some charred food to start with. We'll find more food later once we're all set up. Too hungry to do that. No surprises. And we've got our campfire coming along. Just gonna need some wood. Yep, bugger. Oh, joy. It's missing stone. How convenient. Did I knock any extra off? There we go. Awesome. And we're going to cook stuff for days now. We're going to cook our charred fish. Oh, we don't have enough energy to work. Workbench. And we're going to char up some tomatoes as well. And that should keep us going for a little bit. And then after that we might have to branch out and explore. Right. We're going to want a masonry table, which does need to go into a room, I believe. There we go, we've got a good variety of food floating around. So we'll put that all into the storage. I'm sure we can cook all of that up at some stage. Alright, now we just need to eat some fish to get us going. What is it that we need here? It's not paramount right now. I guess the most important thing at the moment is probably going to be wood, because we need wood to build our house. Mortared stone's always a good option too. So once I can get that little masonry table up and going, that's probably a good option too, to be building mortared stone. Oh, we don't want to do that. So even if I like hoe out a little house in here, back in under there, that might be the best way to do it for now. If I can get under here. I don't know how far that goes. Just because if I can get in here, one, I get stone, but two, the masonry table only needs a 0.2 to operate. Room value, so it doesn't need a real pretty room. That's dirt, okay. That's right, we can dig this out even. So it's probably just going to need like some floors and things like that. Nothing too fancy. Which is exactly what we're all about. It's good. We've got sandstone here too, which is good because the limestone is actually really good to have for other things, for like your limestone statues that you build. So I'm not overly keen to use it all for things that aren't that. Whoops. Was looking for neater piles than that. Thought that it would just stack neatly. It had other plans. I'll get some sandstone now, and I'll put that into the piles. I'll make a couple of hone logs for the floor, and that should give us our 0.2 room value. Once I dig out the ceiling a bit and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just get a bit more of this sandstone, clear it out. So I'm hoping that I can get mortared stone. I know obviously I need mortar, but I think you can make mortar at the masonry table. I think that's one of the stonemason's jobs. Just fill up on fish for now. Yep, so we're definitely going down the stonemason path. That's what we'll do. Let's make our intentions clear. We need a masonry skill scroll though, and we can buy it back at the store, which is probably just down the road here. Which isn't too far away, so that's good. So we'll just finish this little bit. So I'm not going to play too much this series. So this series I'm just going to finish up. Probably stick with your mum basement server. And then next time I have a decent run of time, I'll play on dad speed, and that way the house will be there forever. They have like servers that run for like, 50 to 100 days. Just, they just keep going. I think I read one was going for 5 months. So just some of the rules they have embedded in their things, and OF does a really good job of that on his streams. So I'd like to check it out and just see exactly how that goes, what it looks like, because there's some people doing some really cool stuff, and I'd love to show you guys that. And if you're interested, shout out, let me know what you want to see, what skills you might want me to take, anything I can help you with. All those things are what I'm about. Alright, let's go get this skill scroll. So I'm assuming the road, hopefully we can just keep it going like that. Might be something that I might have to do myself. We'll see what that looks like. Now most servers, and I think this one included, start you with a little bit of money. So that's always good. Cool, that's a nice feature. Personally, I don't like a massive chat. I'm trying to figure out how to close it, but I don't really know at the moment. Normally you press C, but it doesn't seem to be working, so I'll just leave it up there at the moment. That's fine. It's not too intrusive anyway. Right, so basic engineering, masonry, we're going to add that to cart. How cool is this? This new system is awesome. And we're going to complete that trade. And we are now a glorified stonemason. Look out. Perfect. So you can see we can build a few things. This is what I'm chasing at the moment. Hopefully that works out. Pretty confident I can make mortar out of sand, so I'll be doing that as well. And a few other things like that. And eventually continuing this road all the way down to my campsite. So people will either set up near me, come visit, those kinds of things. Somebody already likes that spot. Okay. Alright. Right, here's the spot. I'm gonna check if we've got that little, some of those hern logs. It might not have anywhere to go. Can't put that there. Put that in there. There we go. We can put that there too. We're actually gonna need that because our pickaxe has decided that it's had enough already. Actually, what I like to do is get rid of my campsite once we've built the things that we need. Oh, but we're using the inventory at the moment. Duh. So we might just build a stockpile or a rock pile. Some servers have rock piles. Yeah, here we go. Small rock pile. We might build one of those. And we might build a log pile as well. So as the name suggests, they hold rocks or logs. I'll repair that. I don't know if we can build our own wheat stones. We need basic engineering for that. Okay. So we're going to keep mining this out. We'll just go down another layer, because it's probably easier to do that than it is to go up through the dirt, although big shovel's enabled, so not much difference. Now you could make the argument that I should have taken mining, and great argument, but I do like to, one, there was a few people already going mining, but two, when you're a stonemason you can sell those level 1 upgrades to people early on And we've got a bit of lag going on here. He's deciding he doesn't want to stop swinging his axe or his pickaxe, so we'll just let him go with that for a little while, because it seems to be efficient, although we don't seem to be getting any stone from this, so I'm sure that will all show up in a moment. I'll just change to my lane claim maybe, and nope. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. Looks like we might have a crash. We'll see what happens. If it crashes, that's fine. We'll just load it back up. We'll go from there. Let me know in the chat what you're thinking. It looks like it might be crashing today, so we'll see how we go. Oh no, here we go. So it's just decided that maybe they want to do a server reset looking at this. It's not really too sure what's going on here. Which was the problem with this server a little bit for me, is that it used to crash a lot, which was a little bit frustrating. And I thought maybe it was my computer, but I have had pretty good runs on other eco servers, so I am more inclined to think that it's probably the server that can't keep up for whatever reason, and that explains their reset. So like I said, you know, I'll give this a little bit more time. I'll start another base so you guys can see what that's looking like. We won't do glassworking or pottery because that's a bit pointless now that we've done that. We'll take stone masoning and we'll probably go into smelting, smelt some ores. To do that, if we're going to process our own ore, then we're going to take mining eventually, because we need that to crush the ore. We might go stonemasonry into something different. I'm not too sure what the plan is. It depends how readily available crushed rock or crushed iron is. So we're just going to have a look at the worlds here. That's one that I was playing, but that's not the one that I'm looking for. Day 17, it's going alright. It's actually still alive. I thought that server would have died, although no one's online out of 206 people, so that's not it. Sometimes it takes a little while if they're reloading it, obviously, just to let that load. Just while we're here, I'll show you the dad speed one. We won't log on to it, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. You can find it by going across to not strange worlds, but we might try some of those too. Highly collaborative worlds, that's not it. Worlds of established cities, yeah, so this is probably where you'll find it. If we load some more, I would suggest it's probably in this list somewhere here. Yeah, they're the long-term kind of worlds. So we'll keep looking. I'll wait for them to load it back up. And look, if it doesn't load back up in a little while, we'll just call it today. It will be what it will be. Shout out if you have any questions, you know, let me know what you're about. I'd love to hear from you. Looks like someone's put something in the chat. The Naked HD girls here. Streamer recommends. Nice. But I don't think that's been displayed to you guys, because YouTube kind of filters the chat before you get to see it. Which is a good thing, because otherwise we've got random spammers like that who just think they're funny, and you know, man, these days trolls are everywhere, aren't they? You know, just people trying to spam their businesses, get rich. You just don't know. So anyway, we're hoping to find it. We're hoping it loads back up. It shouldn't take too much longer. The guys on this server are normally pretty good at fixing issues if they're on. They should probably be on somewhere. Although, because I play Australian time, sometimes it's not ideal. These guys, what have they got? Active admins, no mods. Man, no mods is pretty brutal to play on. Great that it's an Aussie server though, that's cool. Just seeing where it is, where it's at. We'll give it a couple more minutes, guys, and then we'll just call it. We'll just say it is what it is, and I'll make a decision on whether I'm going to start a new series somewhere else, or what we're going to go with. Like I said, let me get to know you in the chat. We've got some downtime. Tell me what you're into. Tell me your best part of eco. Tell me what skills you like to take. You know, what your normal playthrough is. Tell me if you've seen the Meteor. I still haven't. I'm still waiting around. Still trying to find that server that, you know, I stick to for long enough that we can get to the Meteor. Which, you know, wide dad speed hasn't really been on my list before. Because, you know, they don't do the Meteor thing. They just play no Meteor for a really long time. So, you know, you can't have everything. Come on, people. Let's get it up and going. Oh, 9.5 was released. Here we go. Check this out. This is the info that we were looking for. So, after 2 months of intense playtesting, we're happy to announce the immediate list of 9.5 with major focus on the update. Awesome. What's the difference? Chat, stores and newsfeed, builders and decorators. Yeah, so the store was definitely the noticeable fix for me. It was a lot cleaner user interface. Yeah, it's looking good. Looking heaps cleaner. Come on. Alright, you know what? We're going to call it, guys, and we're going to go on to Series 3. I'll just have a quick look at the worlds that we have options for. So if we take a new game and we look at our new beginnings, we've got a couple of options here. We've got this eco server, but that's Aussie, which is great. It would work really well for me because I'm obviously from Australia. But it's not going to work too well because they just don't have any mods. These guys, chill, relax, not rushing, relaxing. Still probably not what I'm looking for. Hosted in North America. New Zealand works for me, but I'm not sure if they've got any mods. And I think to be successful in this, you really need some mods. 42 citizens online, Eco Station Season 11. Far out, 2K. Starting government. New mods, small, high collab. Quality of life and entertainment enhancement. Welcome to Eco Station. We might be playing Eco Station this season. We'll see how we go. 9.5 community service interests me. 4 kilometer world is pretty hardcore. Unmatched times, I'm not too worried about that. New server's good. Right, and it's good for learners. So, feel free to take the game. We aren't here to rush. I like it. They've got a Meteor, day 1, 7 active players. 42 online though, that's nuts. That seems like a pretty established server. So you know what? We're gonna roll with that. We're gonna start again. We're gonna roll on to Eco Station Season 11, Series 3, Episode 1. I might even start that now. So thanks for checking in. We'll end it on Your Mum's Basement. We'll call it a day in Series 2, and we're gonna start Series 3. So keep an eye out